Started out on a two-lane road where morning light kissed the fields of gold. You had dreams packed in your suitcase tight. I stayed back, held the porch light. Time spun its wheel like a worn-out song. Some hearts can't be side by side for long. You moved on to a brand new town, found a way to lift your feet off the ground. I found my nights at this corner bar, two different worlds from the same old stars. Some stories end where dreams begin. We both found the places for our skin. You lean into laughter with city lights while I settle in on quiet nights. This bar's my compass when the road feels far. Familiar faces and an aged guitar. No bitter words, no bridges burned, just lessons lived and pages turned. You moved on to a brand new town, found a way to lift your feet off the ground. I found my nights at this corner bar, two different worlds from the same old stars. Some stories end where dreams begin. We both found the places for our skin. Maybe freedom's just a different kind of home, different streets where the heart can roam. You're dancing free under neon skies, I'm chasing peace in these simple times. You moved on to a brand new town, found a way to lift your feet off the ground. I found my nights at this corner bar, two different worlds from the same old stars. Some stories end where dreams begin. We both found the places for our skin. Yeah, we both found the places for our skin. Rose out of bed with his boots still on, jeans faded from years, and a late night song. A pickup truck that's seen better days, got a little rust but it drives his way. His hands ain't smooth but they work just fine, knots and calluses tell a worn down line. No silver spoon but a heart that's true, a simple kind of good that sticks like glue. He's not classy, but he's country through and through. A little rough around the edges, but he knows what's true. He don't wear a tux, but he's dressed up in pride, living life in boots with love right by his side. Friday night at the local bar, laughs and stories carry near and far. He might spill a drink or two, but you know he's always coming through. His smile's wide, a little crooked grin, an honest soul that won't give in. No fancy words, no grand display, just country heart in every way. He's not classy, but he's country through and through. A little rough around the edges, but he knows what's true. He don't wear a tux, but he's dressed up in pride, living life in boots with love right by his side. Underneath the stars on that old porch swing, he hums a tune you almost hear him sing. It's not about the shine or the place you're from, it's about the roots and the love that's never done. He's not classy, but he's country through and through. A little rough around the edges, but he knows what's true. He don't wear a tux, but he's dressed up in pride, living life in boots with Love right by his side. No suits, no ties, just worn out jeans. A heart of gold and simple scenes. He's not classy, but he's country, and that's just fine with me. Down the road where the cornfields grow tall lives a man who's seen it all. No room for fronts or fancy lies, just the truth in his steady eyes. When the world's wearing masks around, he stands firm on honest ground. No need for putting on a show, he lets his real colors show. He's too real for the fake smile, keeps it simple mile after mile. No glitter, no hiding, no pretend style, just a heart that's true and worthwhile. Sits on the porch with worn out boots, sharing stories under sky roofs. Laugh lines carved by winds and time, in his soul a rugged rhyme. Folks come and go wearing their masks, but he's steady behind his task. No need for pretending who he's not, he's that honest, solid spot. He's too real for the fake smiles, keeps it simple mile after mile. No glitter, no hiding, no pretend style, just a heart that's true and worthwhile. If you ask him why he stays so true, he'll say life's too short for something new. I'd rather be known for what's inside than lose myself in a changing tide. He's too real for the fake smiles, keeps it simple mile after mile. No glitter, no hiding, no pretend style, just a heart that's true and worthwhile. It's too real for the fake smile, keeps it simple mile after mile. No glitter, no hiding, no pretend style, just a heart that's true and worthwhile. So here's to the men who live their truth with open hearts and steady roots. In a world that's often got them down, he wears honesty like a crown. He rolls up in his boots and faded jeans, a crooked grin where a tie might have been. No fancy jacket or polished shoes, just a worn-out smile that makes you move. He knows the charm ain't in the scenes, but in the stories, in those midnight dreams. Too proud for tuxes, too fun for formals. He builds his song with a grin that's all his own. The twang in his heart, freedom in his soul. You don't need a suit to make this place feel like home. Down at the county fair, in these string-lit nights, he's the one who sets the crowd just right. With every note and every line, he's painting pictures without a sign. No need to dress for the high-class scenes, his roots run deep in these back road dreams. Too proud for tuxes, too fun for formal. He builds his song with a grin, that's all his own. The twang in his heart, and freedom in his soul. He don't need a suit to make this place feel like home. Some folks say you gotta dress the part, but he's got music straight from the heart. No silk or satin to hide the truth, just honest words and country rules. Too proud for tuxes, too fun for formals. He built his song with a grin, that's all his own. A twang in his heart, and freedom in his soul. He don't need a suit to make this place feel like home. So raise your glass to the simple things, the songs we play, the joy it brings. No need for collars or fancy phones when the music feels like coming home. He packed his bags on a Sunday morning, left town with a heart that was torn in two. Every mile he'd hum a memory of a love that once felt honest and true. Down at the old honky-tonk he found his light, scratched his pain out in the dim bar night. With every strum on his six-string guitar, his story reached out near and far. Now his heartbreak's a hit song on the radio, a melody born from every high and low. Listeners feel the tears he never showed, turned his pain into a story that glows. Neon lights and smoky rooms where he bared his soul, singing about the nights when he felt alone. A steady bass and soft piano keys tell of a man set free by his melodies. In every note there's a tale of loss and gain, of love that left a scar and healing rain. His electric guitar cries like only heartache can, turning broken dreams into a new plan. Heartbreak's a hit song on the radio, a melody born from every high and low. Listeners feel the tears he never showed, turned his pain into a story that glows. Backstage smiles hide the nights he cried alone, but in the crowd's cheers he's finally found home. From whispered doubts to loud applause, his truth rings clear without a pause. And heartbreak's a hit song on the radio, a melody born from every high and low. Listeners feel the tears he never showed, turned his pain into a story that glows. With every play his past comes alive, a country song where broken hearts survive. And every chord and every line he sings is heard, became the song that healing brings. Getting ready in the corner light, dressed in her best for the Friday night. Laughter spills from her glass and jeans, a quiet star behind the scenes. You're standing tall where the crowd can see, guitar in hand, the main marquee. But in her eyes there's a tale untold of silent love that's soft and bold. The party's for her, spotlight's his, two stories spun on an old jukebox twist. She's a pulse beneath his famous tune, a hidden smile in the crowded room. He steps up close to the microphone, strums the chords that feel like home. But when the song fades into the night, she's the calm in his wild flight. Between the cheers and the flashing lights, she's the reason he finds his heights. In every line and every note, she's the strength beneath his hope. The party's for her, the spotlight's his, two stories spun on an old jukebox twist. She's the pulse beneath his famous tune, a hidden smile in a crowded room. After the crowd's gone and the fire's low, they find a moment only they know. Quiet as the stars beyond the bar, two hearts dancing where the memories are. The party's for her, the spotlight's his, two stories spun on an old jukebox twist. She's the pulse beneath his famous tune, a hidden smile in the crowded room. Yeah, the party's hers, but he's the light. Together they make the quiet right. Dress up like the city's kings and queens in polished shoes and silver screens, but I'd rather slide on my worn-out boots and fake a smile in their tailored suits. So the laughter's loud in that crowded hall, but it's all just noise, no soul at all. Give me a bar stool over champagne, where the jukebox knows my name, where the whiskey pours and the stories flow. Not a stage smile, I gotta show. I'll take my mud-stained jeans and a neon sign over that chandelier light anytime. They sip their drinks with little pinkies out, counting cards, but what's it all about while I'm belly up with my closest friends, sharing jokes that don't pretend. Yeah, the lights might shine on that ballroom floor, but I'm happy right where the neon's warm. Give me a bar stool over champagne, where the jukebox knows my name, where the whiskey pours and the stories flow. Not a stage smile, I gotta show. I'll take my mud-stained jeans and a neon sign over that chandelier light anytime. So keep your silver spoons and your fancy dance. I'm happy in a honky-tonk romance, where the songs are honest and the nights are long, where I belong, where I belong. Give me a bar stool over champagne, where the jukebox knows my name, where the whiskey pours and the stories flow. Not a stage smile, I gotta show. I'll take my mud-stained jeans and a neon sign over that chandelier light anytime. Yeah, give me a bar stool, give me a bar stool over all that fancy jazz. I'm sticking to the one spot where my heart's at. Lights are bright in this big old town. Skyscrapers reach, but I'm feeling down. Neon signs and crowded streets, but none of this feels like home to me. I see faces dressed up in gold, but it's the simple things I miss the most. Fancy places don't impress me now. I'm longing for that field out back somehow, where my people gather, laughs run wild and free, raising beers together, singing memories. Steel and glass can't hold the heart of a worn-out porch and a weathered chart. The creak of boards and the summer breeze, the sound of voices carried by the trees. I've been searching through the city's glare, but all I want's a rocking chair. Fancy places don't impress me now. I'm longing for that field out back somehow, where my people gather, laughs run wild and free, raising beers together, singing memories. No silver spoons, no flashing lights, just honest friends beneath the moonlit night. A fire burning beneath the sky so wide, that's a place where my soul resides. Fancy places don't impress me now. I'm longing for that field out back somehow, where my people gather, laughs run wild and free, raising beers together, singing memories. So I'll pack my bags and leave this scene for back homes, where my heart's truly been with my people. Beers held high, that's where I find my peace tonight.
He rolled up dusty boots on polished floors, between tartan ties and shined up Oxfords. Jacket creased from working nights, but a crooked smile that fit just right. No silver spoon, no velvet rope, just a weathered hat and a little hope.
He's a suit and boots at the ball tonight, uninvited but still in the spotlight, with a cold beer held steady in his hand, owning the room like he planned.
While suits not slow and their tailored tall, he spins a tale like a country walk, laughs that ripple through crystal wine. He's the honest line in a fancy rhyme. No polished charm, no brand new ties, just a heart that beats under open skies.
He's a suit and boots at the ball tonight, uninvited but still in the spotlight, with a cold beer held steady in his hand, owning the room like he planned. Maybe he's out of place on this marble floor, but he doesn't need the keys to the door, because what he brings is simple and true, a little bit of real among the blue. He's a suit and boots at the ball tonight, uninvited but still in the spotlight, with a cold beer held steady in his hand, owning the room like he planned. So here's to the man who's got no invite, still owns the night with his own kind story starts. Old Jim walks in with that crooked heart. No invitation, but he's never missed a spot. Pulls up a chair like he's part of the lot, with a wry little grin and a knowing glance. Every gathering's his kind of dance. He might roll in late or sometimes first, but it's his kind of charm we all thirst. He's always at the table, glass raised high, with a laugh that shakes the southern sky. Never asked, but never turned away. Uninvited, but he's here to stay. Mama's kitchen smells like cinnamon spice. Jim's telling tales that never think twice. Stories of roads and times gone by. With every word he makes us smile inside. Sometimes we wonder how he knows the part, fitting right in like he owns the heart. A little rough around where the edges meet, still it's him that makes our nights complete. Is always at the table, glass raised high, with a laugh that shakes the southern sky. Never asked, but never turned away. Uninvited, but he's here to stay. And when the night winds calm and quiet falls, Jim's voice lingers through the old wood walls. In every corner there's a little space saved just for him and his easy grace. He's always at the table, glass raised high, with a laugh that shakes the southern sky. Never asked, but never turned away. Uninvited, but he's here to stay. So here's to Jim, the man we know, at every drink with a steady flow. No matter the night come, whatever host, he'll be right there, never misses a toast.